Hi, my name's Pete Rainford and you're watching Rainford's Brew Lab. Today we're going to be making a San Salvador spiced pineapple hard soda. This is part 2 in our series where we are retracing Christopher Columbus's 1492 voyage across the Atlantic. His first stop was Canary Islands, where he stopped at Gran Canaria and La Gomera, and then he set across the Atlantic and made landfall in Bahamas, San Salvador. And this is a brew that the local people there would have drank. Okay, so to brew this we're going to need the obvious couple of tins of pineapple. You can use fresh pineapple if you like. We're going to need 220 grams of granulated white sugar, the juice of half a lime roughly. We need about a teaspoon of cracked allspice, and I'm just using bread yeast to keep it in tradition with what they would have had at the time. So I'm not using any fancy wine yeasts or so just ordinary bread yeast, about half a teaspoonful of this. So let's make some room and get started. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour our pineapple into our fermenter here. I'm using a 2-litre fermenter for this. You can use a 2-litre PET bottle if you've got one, but I strongly advise getting one of these. I'll put a description in the link for you. So just 2 tins of, this is Aldi pineapple, and they are 432 grams each. And I'm just going to dump them straight in. They only just fit through the lid, the opening of the fermenter. Okay, now I'm just going to get my brewer's spoon, and I'm going to give these a good mashing up. You could mash them in a pan with a mashed potato masher or whatever you like. You could even blitz them in a blender if you like. Now, rather than adding our sugar straight to our fermenter, I'm going to add it to around a litre of warm water, about 25 degrees Celsius, guys. If you add it to hot water, then when you come to pitch the yeast, there's a chance you'll kill the yeast. Just a warm, tepid water is fine. And we've got our 220 grams of pre-weighed sugar here, and I'm just going to add it straight to here and stir it up. Okay, that's our sugar mixed in. Now I'm just going to pour it straight into our fermenter. And spill a little. Okay, now we need around 1 teaspoon of allspice, lightly cracked, so I'm just going to get 5 of these and crack them. What we got there? 7. Go for 7. And just crack them between the spoons. I have to go one at a time. 1. You can use the powder as well if you've got it, guys, but this is just a more authentic way. Okay, so 7 cracked allspice berries, around about a teaspoon. Okay, now I've got half a lime here. We need, again, around a teaspoon, so this is probably overkill, but I like lime, so I'm going to put all of this in here. Just going to squeeze it in. Might not get much more than a teaspoon anyway from half a lime. Okay, let's give that a bit of a stir. And now, with all these solids floating about, I'm going to attempt to get us a reading. That smells fantastic. This is not going to be easy. Too many chunks of pineapple. Aha! Come on, a little bit more. There we go. What we got? 1.070. That should get us a brew between 9 and 10%. Maybe upwards of 10%. There's some hidden sugars in those pineapples, of course. Let's just write a few notes down for our brew. Okay, that's our notes taken care of for now. Let's get some yeast in, eh? This is just Aldi's bread yeast, and we're going to use half a teaspoon. These are 1/4 teaspoons, so 1, 2. I'm just going to put the lid on, give that a little swirl to rehydrate that yeast. Lovely. Refit our lid with airlock. And now I'm going to keep that warm at the back of the brew lab here for between a week and 2 weeks. Depends on how fast it ferments. It's only bread yeast, so it shouldn't ferment too fast, but it will ferment cleanly, and I hope we get a really nice drink. So a little bit more about Columbus's journey. He set sail from La Gomera in the Canary Islands on the 6th of September after repairing his rudder on La Pinta, one of the 3 ships he voyaged in. They took on provisions and water and conducted repairs before setting sail into the big unknown. The voyage took much longer than Columbus thought it would, so he had to lie to his crew. He kept 2 logbooks, one logbook for himself with accurate positions and times, and another one for his crew to see. And in that logbook, he didn't let on that they were so far out to sea because they were quite panicky. It was reported that when they left Gomera, some of them broke down crying, thinking they would never see Europe again. On October the 12th that year, they landed in San Salvador, and the indigenous Lucayans introduced the starving crew to the wild pineapples that grew there. The Europeans on board had never seen a fruit with such an armoured shell, with such sweet and acidic fruit before, and the pineapple became an instant symbol of New World wealth. So there you go. That brings us quite nicely to today's sponsor. If you love history, travel, or just want something genuinely stunning for your walls, you're going to love this. This is the Great Explorers Maps collection by 55 Maps. They've taken the world-altering voyages of Magellan, Vespucci and Columbus and turned them into high-resolution modern wall art. You can physically track the exact routes and historical context of the journeys that defined the Age of Discovery, including Columbus's push across the Atlantic. The collection also includes beautifully restored historical maps, rare cartography and pieces from the bizarre era when California was drawn as a separate island. They come in these three styles: 3D, vintage and modern, available as digital downloads or printed and shipped directly to you. It's live on Kickstarter right now. Hit the link in the description to check out the collection and get an exclusive 20% discount today. Now let's get back to the brew. Right, so now I'm going to keep this between 18 and 22 degrees in the back of the brew lab here, and I'll see you in about a week's time with a bit of luck. Okay? Bye for now. Good afternoon. We've got our San Salvador spiced pineapple hard soda here from our Christopher Columbus voyage series. Oh God, that smells good. If that tastes half as good as it smells, we're in for a real treat. Okay, this has had 6 days. Let's see how it's fared. Target ABV of 10%, opening gravity of 1.070. That smells so fruity. We are done, that's for sure. I'm going to say 0.998 there. That should give us around the 9.5% ABV drink, which is, what were we aiming at, 10%. So yeah, we're 0.5% lower than we intended. That's close enough for me. Right, let's get that into a couple of sanitized wine bottles. Because there's that much fruit there, I am going to use a muslin cloth here just to catch any big lumps that go through. With all the pineapple we've still got in there, we're only going to get about maybe 1.25 litres here. But that's fine, it's not about quantity. It isn't, it's about quality. It's nice to have both. Okay, I am going to clear these up, hopefully just a couple of days, and we'll get a taste of our lovely San Salvador spiced pineapple hard soda. Wow. I'm looking forward to that one because it just smells, oh, it smells so good. Right, I will see you in a couple of days. Good afternoon. We've got our San Salvador spiced wine here. Bahama wine, in other words, Bahamas wine. This is our San Salvador spiced pineapple hard soda. Looking forward to this one. This is going to be fruity. We use 2 pineapple tins, 220 grams of sugar, bread yeast for this simple brew. Oh, and also half a lime. Our opening gravity was 1.070, final gravity of 0.998, which gives us around 9.5%. You know me, I'm going to round that up to 10%. Nice round number. It's what I do. So, we've got about a bottle and 3/4 here. If only we had more time, this would clear completely. It's starting to clear at the top there, and it gets a little bit mistier as it comes down. And the same with this one, it's clear at the top inch or two, and then it see all the sediment at the bottom there. But we've got to get this tasted. That's a shame, isn't it? Okay, go from this one. Let's get a pour. What I'm really expecting to smell here is pineapple. Oh, and that does not disappoint. Oh, it smells like I'm in a sweet shop. Ah, that smells so good. It really does smell like I'm in a sweet shop. Okay, I'm being spoiled today. tasting lots of fruity wines and stuff. So let's get in there, shall we? Clarity, not completely clear, but clear enough. Cheers. Oh, 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 now that's the nice thing I've tasted for a while. I'm lacking the words to describe that. There's so much more than pineapple going on in there. Pineapple is the predominant force there. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to describe that as a tropical punch sort of taste. Very, very good. Very mellow, very smooth, very, very good. A bit more, shall we? Wow. Pineapple hard soda. Spiced pineapple hard soda. That mixed spice is really coming through there as well now. I didn't get much on the first mouthful, and on the second mouthful. That is lovely. That is lovely. Once again, I envy these people out in the exotic islands of the Caribbean drinking drinks like this. And that's why we go on holiday there. Lovely places. So much history. And so many nice things to drink. Well, if you like any sort of fruity drink, guys, this is for you. And that is so clean, so sharp. No off taste, no off smells. Oh, it's just a complete pleasure. From a tin of pineapples. Was it 2 tins of pineapples? 2 tins of pineapples. Yes, I'll be returning to this one. We need to experiment with this one. And make a larger batch, because I'm quite sure Emma will like that. And there's only a little bit of it. So as always, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is our second video charting the course that Christopher Columbus took and the ports in which he sailed along his route and what the locals drink. Then and still now. Thanks very much to 55 Maps for sponsoring the video today. So there's a link in the description, guys, that you can click on and you can purchase these maps for 20% discount. And that just leaves me to say cheers, guys. Oh, that's a good one. That really is a good one. See you next time.